You see the interstate right back there? Traffic is moving at a pretty good clip. Do not expect that this weekend. Revive I-5 is back, which means a complete closure through downtown. Here's what you need to know. First, the details of the closure. They're planning to start reducing northbound lanes at the I-405 SR 518 interchange near South Center. Those should continue all the way to the West Seattle Bridge, where all traffic has to exit, except if you're coming from West Seattle or Beacon Hill. You can hop on the collector distributor lanes to go towards downtown. All lanes reopen near Olive Way. As for why it's necessary, WashDOT says it's so crews can replace expansion joints and repave the roadway safely. And the larger impacts. WashDOT says this will affect the entire region. They expect heavy traffic overflows onto other roads, so they're asking people to use transit, travel early in the morning, and nix unnecessary trips. Also, we're closer to the end. This is the second of 2 full closures necessary, though it is weather dependent, and more construction is planned for later this summer. And finally, maybe a silver lining. WashDOT says back in June, during that first full closure, so many people avoided the area, there were only minimal delays. So unless you like sitting stopped in your car in traffic, maybe consider doing the same thing. In Seattle, I'm Michael Crow, King 5 News.